Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is our very first Facebook live chat. You have myself. I'm Dr. Richard Fessel. I'm the director of TeacherReady. And they said I could be myself, but I'm not because I'd be in shorts right now. So I just want to welcome you to this first live chat. Let you know we are a fully online certification program for alt certification for teachers. I've been with TeacherReady since 2003. The founders, Dr. Robin Larg and Dr. Janet Pilcher, created this program, and it's been just a huge success. We have students in over 95 countries. This year alone, we're over 600 students in an enrollment. And with that, we needed to hire some more people, especially advisors. One of the things that we pride ourselves in is the fact that when you come to TeacherReady and you join our program, you have a dedicated person that's with you throughout the whole program. So when you want to ask a question and you want to get a hold of somebody, you have a direct line to a certain advisor that you're assigned to. With that in mind, I'd like to introduce Shiva McGraw, who's one of our newest members. She is one of our new advisors and comes from a background that just fit perfectly within TeacherReady. Shiva, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Thank you, Richard. Hi, you all. I'm so excited to be here with you guys on this live chat. It's so exciting to me because I get to not only learn about you all on a daily basis, but I want to be able to let you guys know a little bit about me and my background and my journey. One thing that I love about TeacherReady and being able to come into this office and these doors every day is the fact that I get questions a lot from my community members, from neighbors, friends, family. And that one question is, how is this job inspiring to me? How do I get my inspiration every day coming into these doors? And I will tell you, it comes from a lot of areas, but I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on a couple of areas. The first part is my roots. I'm a child of a father who was an immigrant to this country. He was also a first-time college grad in his family. My mother has a ninth grade education. And for me, I saw it with my own family, how education and the power of learning can totally change one's life. And so it started there. And with that being said, I am very much like many of you out there right now in our program. Maybe you're wanting to become a teacher and you're wanting to be in this program. 15 years ago, I was a social worker in a hospice/nursing home, and I had just graduated from college. But there was this inspiration still in my heart from my roots and everything else that I wanted to be around kids and I wanted to teach them. And I just not only wanted to teach them, but I wanted to provide a place that was positive and an environment that maybe some of them did not have growing up. And so I knew I needed to be a teacher. And so I enrolled into an alternative teaching program in Texas 15 years ago. It was a while back, and it's nothing like it is now, like TeacherReady is. And I will tell you, I was put in a classroom before I even started the program. And it is the most scariest thing to think that you're the only adult in a classroom of 30 kids. And so my inspiration comes every day from knowing that you guys are going through the exact same thing I did 15 years ago. And I will tell you, I am here for each and every one of you, all of my students within TeacherReady and people that I know that are inspiring teachers or already teachers. That I want to be that positive force for you. I want to be that person that you can ask questions, that person that you look up to get the answers. And if I don't know them, I will definitely find out the answers for you. We all need those people, just like our kids do. And so those were the first two things that really inspired me, my roots, and then of course you guys coming to me every single day with your stories, with your backgrounds, and then of course the kids. So in my experience, my background, I was an educator. I was a teacher first, and I was a special education teacher. So I had all these kids that had different disabilities. And I will tell you, there were times where I did not know what the next year would hold for some of my kids, especially ones that had maybe behavioral issues, or maybe it was different things such as disability um, deficits. So there were so many things that I was dealing with as a teacher, but I will tell you, 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, those kids came to me and they would say, Miss McCraw, you were the only one that gave me a birthday card that year in 6th grade. And I remember that. And this was 6, 7, 8 years later. And those were the moments when I said, oh my gosh, this is why I did this. This is the reason why I went into this field, is because you can touch so many lives. And not only can you touch their lives, but they will touch your lives too. And so for me, those 3 things are the reasons why I did this, became an advisor. I have also a background as a principal and as an assistant principal, as a director. And again, I saw teachers that needed, some guidance, that needed maybe that motivation, and I get to do that again. So, and I get to do that all day long, every single day I come into this position. I don't call it a job because it's exciting to me. It's heartwarming, and I really do get to connect with you guys on a daily basis, and that's what I want. So your success is what's most important to me, because I know that your success is going to make another child successful in life. So I want to say, if you have any questions, please put them out there. Definitely let us know what your concerns are, how to get into the program. We are looking at the feed on a regular basis, so let us know what you want to hear from us. We will be doing this kind of thing on a regular basis. And yes, please give us any questions. Do you have anything else to add?
No, what a beautiful story.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
and you can see why we hired Shiva. So what an inspiration, not only to our department, but also the relationships that she builds with the students of ours. So it's just beautiful. It's a great story. I'm glad you shared it.
Is there anything else that you would like to connect to the student success with directly that you do as an advisor? Just maybe the 1, 2, 3s of what you would expect whenever they meet or call it.
Yes, so some things to think about when you are calling in is, what is driving you as a person, as a human, to want to do what you're about to do, which is teach, to educate students. So that's number 1. I think once you have that connection and that understanding of where it comes from, then the transition's a little bit smoother. Another thing is that you'll have to have grit. There's definite grit in everything that we do that we're passionate about. So that grit piece, there are going to be times where things are going to be hard, or that you're going to have to do things that you may be uncomfortable with. But, you have to understand that we are here to help you. We are here for you to be able to succeed through the program, and to get through the program and into that first classroom of your own classroom. A third piece is that to not let go of the experiences that you've had in your past. Those experiences can be so important for your success in the program. And so some of those things are, like networking with administrators, networking with other teachers in your community, being able to find placement as a student teacher, or a field placement is what we call it in our program. So those types of things, think about it and really understand that all of those pieces are going to help you become a better teacher, period.
Now, you spoke a little bit about enrollment. What does the enrollment process look like for TeacherReady, especially for it being an online program?
Enrollment is very easy. I will say, coming from a person who went through this 15 years ago, it was a lot of paperwork. We are all completely online. And so all you have to do is go to our website, and you can click on the application site. There is a piece where you go in, you put in your information, you pay the $30, and then there it is. There's your application. There's another piece of that. You will want to start with the Florida Department of Education your SOE, statement of eligibility. That is the area where you would like to certify in. That is your certification piece, whether it's elementary, K through 6, or maybe it's preschool kids, and that's pre-K 3 years old to 3rd grade, or maybe it's secondary science. We have that too. We have 32 different certifications in the state of Florida that you can be certified in. So there's an array of different opportunities there, but the application process for the SOE would be through the Florida Department of Education, and we will help you go through that process once you apply first through TeacherReady program.
Yeah. Can explain to them how exactly, once they get our certification, how it transfers into other states. This is something that's really neat, that we have articulations with other states.
Absolutely, Richard. The beautiful part about TeacherReady and getting your certification in Florida is that we are able to transfer it to almost every state. And of course, overseas, we have tons of students from overseas. I have students from all over the world. So you can actually transfer your Florida certification once you go through our program, pass the assessments, you'll get your Florida certification, and then you can transfer it to almost every state except for 3. There are 3 states, and that is New York, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. Those are the only 3 states right now. But every other state, we are able to transfer our certification to those states. It's a little bit of a paperwork process, and we will help guide you through that as well.
Awesome. We have one of our viewers right now who has a question. And the question is, what's the most frequently asked question of teacher candidates?
That's a great question. Thank you so much for watching us today and asking us this question, because I actually there's a couple of questions I get. One of them is the testing. So our assessments, we have 3 assessments, and those 3 assessments, the first one we encourage you to take within the first month or 2 of our program, and that is the certification or your subject level test. Again, like I said, there's 32 certifications that you can obtain here in the state of Florida that you have an opportunity to obtain. So you would take that one, then you would take the general knowledge test, which is kind of like, I compare that one to like the first couple of years of college. You know, your reading, your math, your science, English language arts, writing, those types of things. Very basic first couple of years of college. Then the last test is your professional knowledge. To me, that's very much like your ethics and standards in teaching. Those 3 tests, a lot of people want to know, you know, what are the tests? And so those are the 3 tests you've got to pass to be able to get a Florida certification. Well, the second question I get, are they hard? And I tell people, of course they can be hard. So you've got to prep for them. Like anything in this world, things can be hard, and you just have to prepare for it. If we are prepared, then we are able to typically conquer things, you know, and a lot of it's mental too. Our mental state, are we being positive? Are we saying, yes, every morning we can do this and we can pass this? Those are some things and tips that I like to give to my students, because the tests are important, and also it's holding us accountable on what we can teach our students. So you've got to prepare for it, just like we tell our students, and you're going to get it.
And we have external resources too that they can go to. So
absolutely, I actually like to do a 30-minute little test prep with my students, and we've been talking about putting that out live too, or at least on video. So that's probably coming here very soon, very, very soon. But yes, that's what I do for a lot of my students who call in who are overwhelmed with the test or just want some tips and strategies.
Yeah, I think what makes us really unique is the fact that once you finish our program, we're still there for you. We get students that call, you know, a year later, hey, I'm having a problem with one of my students. What do I do? That's where we have the expertise. We have principals such as Shiva. We have superintendents that were in schools that just know, that are in all different disciplines, from special ed down to PE. So we can answer your questions. Just, you know, call us, visit the TeacherReady.org website, make a phone call, call in. Talk to the advisors. They're great. They'll talk to you. And we cater to the military. So some of you military people that are out there, you're getting out of the service, or you're thinking about making a change to become a teacher, call us. We have a program just for you too.
Now, with that being said, this is the school year is is looking to kind of start fresh, can you kind of explain how not only you can start once a month with teacher but just how that looks when they're studying on a deadline to get something?
That's a great question. Talk about open enrollment. You'll like this.
So we are constantly enrolling students. We are on an open enrollment every day, every minute. We can enroll a student. So that is the beautiful part of it, is that you get to start anytime. I highly suggest get in there now, and our program is 9 months to 12 months, maybe. You can even, I've seen students that get it done in 6 months. So if you are wanting to be a teacher, if you are wanting to get certified and be highly qualified, which is that word that everyone is using right now, because it is a word that is very important. Every school is looking for highly qualified teachers that are certified. Then do it now, because we can enroll you at any time, and you can start at any time.
And what does that mean for people who may not be able to complete the full program in a consecutive time? How does that make for them once they enroll?
So we encourage you to start and to finish as fast as you possibly can. That 9 to 12 months. There's 8 lessons involved, and each one of those lessons are around 4 to 5 weeks. So we encourage you to get them done in 4 to 5 weeks. But however, we understand that life happens. There are situations that can arise any time of our lives, and so you may need time off. You may need 2 or 3 weeks. You may need to stop for just a little while and then come back to it. And we understand that. You just communicate with your instructors and you communicate with your student advisor that you are needing that time, and you get that time.
And now's an excellent time to join, because the 9 months will put them to the summertime of next year, and that's when they start making the decisions as far as the principal. Isn't that what you did to get hired in by fall of next year? So this is a perfect opportunity right now.
And so many of our students, I see them during their field placement, even they will get job opportunities. Principals, they see that. I'm a former principal, former director, and I hired mostly my student teachers, teachers that weren't certified yet, but they were working on it. So definitely, that is a great way to network, to get into a school system and see how they work, how their culture is. So definitely, that is a great point.
And the last question I have is, if someone does not have a background in teaching, but this is where they're dedicated to be, how do they figure out their subject area or where they should be?
So I always like to recommend students who are maybe their defense, maybe their passion is art, but they also love math and science. Go out, substitute. Again, you are going to expand your networking and your connections, first and foremost. Second, what great way to figure out where, what age you love, what subject you love. Those little things that we don't think about when we're first going into teaching. I will give you a perfect example. I thought I wanted to be a pre-K or kindergarten teacher. I got into a pre-K kindergarten classroom. I thought, oh my goodness, there's no way I could do this. My love became middle school, and other people are like, wait, what, middle school teenagers? No, pre-K. So to me, experience makes such a big difference. So get out there, substitute, volunteer in your schools and your local community. It's a great way to figure out what that place that you love and where you want to be every single day.
Excellent advice.
And we actually have another question. Someone says, I am scared of math, period. How much math is general knowledge during the test?
I totally get it. I think it was like maybe when I was 28, 29, like a light bulb went out, up or out, I don't know, on or out, something, I'm not sure, but I was scared of math too. And I think it's just sometimes that fear that we put in our minds that really kind of blocks us. But again, if you prep for that general knowledge area of math, because that is one of the fears that you have is just math in general, you will be fine. You have to be exposed to the kind of questions that they're asking first and foremost, and you have to feel comfortable being able to answer those questions. A lot of it is strategizing on what answer you need to answer, which would be the best answer. Especially today's world, we have a lot of math problems they are very wordy. And so you've just got to get the right words that are most important picked out, and then all the fluff needs to go away. And those are things that we can walk you through as a student advisor, and we have resources that we can help you with as well.
Closing out now?
I think so.
So quick. Well, I guess just listening to Shiva, you can see why we hired Shiva, and what an inspiration just for us to have her into TeacherReady. I encourage you again, call us, email us, go to the website and just review our website. A lot of the answers are right there, but please call in, talk to one of the advisors. We have admissions, Jackson admissions, call him. Any of them can help you. I've even seen where Dr. Larg answers the phone too, and she's the founder. So we're all here. We're local in Pensacola. Our instructors are all over. They range from college professors to school principals to just people working inside the school as far as teachers. They all hold doctorate degrees. It's really a unique place. You couldn't ask for a finer place. And our program is nationally accredited. That's something that you need to look for whenever you look for an alternative certification program. We are that. Call us. Shiva?
Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any, maybe some suggestions of what we can do in the future on our live chat, please let us know. Thank you so much. Have a great day.